With the fourth pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Ward, defensive back, Ohio State.
With what you do, right, you're one of the top corners in the league, arguably the top, right?
Top one. 7 in the morning, practice, meetings, workouts, and everything like that.
You just acting like an activist, it's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Drive.
What is that mentality if you had to break it down?
Trying to be the best cornerback. I feel I'm the best cornerback in the NFL, help my team win, and just leaving a legacy out there.
Really trying to keep it.
What's something you want to leave people with and influence them with?
I'll say definitely just surround yourself with the right people, try to do the right things, and just enjoy life.
What is up, guys? Sumi here with Thoughtcast. Today I got Denzel Ward in the house. Very exciting episode. Denzel, you're an accomplished NFL athlete. Tell me a little bit about how you entered the NFL and what that experience has been like.
Man, it was a crazy experience. I mean, it's been a dream since I was a little kid to make it to the NFL. So, I mean, every kid always be like, right down when they're little, like, man, I want to make it to the NFL. But to be in that 1% of players that actually get the opportunity to come to the NFL, come to the league, and be able to produce, I mean, it's a blessing right there within itself. But, I mean, it's been a fun journey so far. It's been exciting, and just been enjoying it the entire time.
Has it always been a dream of yours to be in the NFL, or is it just like something that just kind of happened to happen?
No, it's definitely no question always been a dream for it to for me to make it to the NFL. Like when I was a little kid, I wrote both. Like I wanted to go to the NBA or NFL. I didn't know which one it was going to be, but just growing up, football was definitely came a little bit easier, and I just enjoyed it more. Enjoyed playing the game and having fun. I felt like I could be myself out there. So started leaning more towards football, and had the opportunity to make it to the NFL, make it to the league, and dreams come true. Your
first round draft pick. How was that experience? Did they let you know before, or is it something that they just kind of you find out on the spot? How does that happen?
No, I mean you kind of have an idea of where you're gonna go. I remember I was at Ohio State. You kind of send in your report, and they send it back like, okay, this guy may be a first round pick, or he may be a second round, or undrafted, and you know that leaves guys into either going back to school or leaving out. So I mean, coming out, I did know I was gonna be a first round draft pick, but I didn't know exactly where I was gonna get selected though.
You're killing it in the NFL. How does being an athlete affect your personal life? Does it take up a lot of time? Does it prevent you from doing certain things?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a job. So I mean, it's majority of what I do most of my days is playing football, and when I'm not playing football, I'm doing things on how to get better, to perfect my craft and get better playing football. Whether that's working on my body and working with doctors or getting massages or just whatever it may be. So. I mean, football is just like a job. You just go out there, you play, get off the field, you study film, do things to help you get better and perfect your craft.
Do you think that having is it all physicality? Is it mindset? How much does mindset play into the game?
I mean, it's definitely both. You got to build your body up physically, obviously, to be prepared to play such a physical sport. I mean, you head-on collision each play and every game. But, I mean, it's also a mental aspect, and it's a long season, so just being able to mentally prepare your mind, like, okay, I'm going to have to do this for 18 games plus or whatever during the season, and then just out there on the field. There's a lot of smart guys, smart quarterbacks, and guys out there on the field that you just want to kind of get a head start and know what's coming out there on the field, be able to make plays and jump routes. And so it's definitely tied hand in hand with each other.
Is there any, are there any books you study, any rituals that you do before the game or to enhance your process, or is it just something that just naturally comes?
No, not necessarily a book, but I mean I do have routines that I have or music I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And
what kind of songs? What songs?
For me personally, I like to listen a ride wave. I like to listen more chill song before going into a game. I don't like to get too hyped up. I feel my adrenaline's already gonna be up there come game time, so I like to just chill. Come game day, and then go out there on the field ready to roll and make some plays out there.
So if you had to, give a percentage to it, what percentage of your day, what percentage of your mind is allocated towards football? What percentage of it is allocated towards, personal life, relationships, maybe business? How would you separate that?
I think it depends. We're talking regular season and off season. I think those are definitely two different times. During the season, most of the day is strictly football, all football. We may be there from 7 in the morning to 6 p.m. In a day. So that's like the entire day were strictly football practice, meetings, workouts, and everything like that. And then after that, depending on if I got business meetings I may have to do or get on a Zoom call and stuff like that. So it really just depends. Relationships, it just depends where it falls. If you're in a relationship or not, you're single or whatever. But it really just depends. But football definitely takes up most of that time.
Are you in a relationship right now?
At the time, no, I'm still looking. I'm looking for that one right now. So I'm not in a relationship just yet, though.
Does football make it harder?
I think football definitely makes it harder, relationship-wise. Just not necessarily knowing people's intentions and their mindset and stuff like that. I mean, you obviously see, like, I think you see guys like, okay, they're in the NFL, so you know they got money and stuff like that. So not knowing someone just wants to be with you for the money or, you know, their necessarily their reasons. So I think that's one of the aspects that makes it a little bit more difficult. And even though it's like it could be a little easier for someone that may have money or may be on the status or platform that we're on with, people could potentially be like kind of throwing themselves at you. But I mean, not everybody want that though, or everybody look for that. So it's really just depend on who you are.
You kind of stay out of the way though. You kind of mind your own. Like, what do you do in your spare time? Like, I know a lot of players. I see a lot of players. A lot of them are out. A lot of them are, you know, dating around, and a lot of them are enjoying themselves. But you, like, kind of like a ghost, in my opinion, right? Would you agree or no?
I would say I wouldn't say I'm a ghost, but I would say I am low key though. I am low key. I'm probably not out there as much as a lot of other people are. But I mean, I do like to still go out, enjoy myself, and hang out with my friends and stuff like that though.
And when you do that, what is like? Is it the club? Is it a bar? Is it like maybe like a show?
Yeah, I mean, it could be all those things. Could go out, go to the club, some of my friends, go to a bar, go to the movies. So it just really depend on the night, depend on where we at, what city we in, and what we plan on doing.
Do you usually keep yourself around other players, or is it just random individuals? Like, is it most of your social circle players?
Yeah, I'll say mostly players, mostly family.
Okay,
that's probably the biggest circle that I have.
So with what you do, right? You're one of the top corners in the league, if arguably the top, right?
Top one,
right? And you know, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that in business, financially. How do you manage all that stuff? Like, how do you have a financial advisor you go to? Is there an accountant? Does the NFL provide like, hey, we're going to set you up with this guy and this is how it's going to get managed?
I think my family and I did a great job of when coming into the NFL and just preparing and getting a team together. So like you said, financial advisor, agent, marketing, director. So just building that team up. I mean, it's an ongoing process, but building that team up, people that can make it easier for you, and you don't have to focus. Like, I could just focus on football, and they could focus on my financials, my marketing, or whatever it may be. But I think it's just building that team up to so everyone has their own job, and you're able to just focus and play hard on the field.
Is it mostly family that handles that for you? Because I know you're very tight with your family.
Yeah, definitely mostly family that handles that, but it's also outside of that. I do have other people that work for me as well, though.
So you have family that helps out. What's your advice to a player that doesn't have that family relationship, that needs to go and get that stuff set up? Yeah,
I would say definitely. I know guys play with other guys that make it to the NFL or make it to the league. Ask them who their agent is or who they work with and how they like them. So just getting referrals from people and going and meeting and talking to those people, and I think that'll lead them there.
Speaking about family, you lost your father a few years ago. Can you tell me a little bit about how that affected you and how that affected your game, your lifestyle?
Yeah, it definitely affected me. So I had lost my dad when I was a freshman in college, and I was at Ohio State at the time, and came back, got the news that my dad had passed away, and honestly, I didn't want to play football anymore. I didn't want to. So, I mean, if it was up to me, I would not be here, not be in the NFL and stuff like that. But my mom and family ended up talking me into going back to school, going back to college, and playing football and still going to school, because I just felt during that time I was just kind of lost and just unaware of what I really wanted to do. Like, I just felt like that was someone I really looked up to and was close with. And so when I had lost him in my life, that kind of just was one of the defining moments. Okay, I'm either go this direction or this direction. But yeah, my family did a good job of getting me back on the right track and things like that. But definitely motivated me. Still going into football and everything. I kind of felt like I was always playing with sort of aggression and just a mentality or whatever out there on the field. Just always keeping him in mind, and definitely still do use that as a motivating factor.
What is that mentality if you had to break it down? Because I know some players play angry. I know some players play for the money. Like they're like, I'm gonna get this catch. I'm gonna make money. What is yours? Is it a mixture of legacy? Is it a mixture of financials? Is it your father?
I think early on in college, I feel play off of aggression, just off of the way my life was. So in losing my dad, I thought I just wanted to get mad before the game and be angry and then just go out there and play. But then over time and coming into the NFL, I kind of shifted and don't feel I really focus. I try to focus on positive energy and just kind of being able to stay calm and, like you said, legacy, just focusing on the positives and importance of life and stuff like that. So definitely trying to be the best cornerback. I feel I'm the best cornerback in the NFL. But be the best cornerback out there, help my team win, and just leaving a legacy out there, leaving a legacy in Cleveland and just around the world. So just trying to be the best player out there on the field and in the community.
Did you want to stay in Cleveland though? Like, you're born and raised in Ohio. Mm-hmm. Is Cleveland like you're in Cleveland for pretty much your entire life?
Right.
So did you ever want to, like, when you got the call from the Browns, was it like, this is amazing, this is everything, or was it like, man, I wish I went to Miami, I wish I went to Texas?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna come to Cleveland for real. I mean, I thought I was gonna go somewhere else. Just always been, like you said, always been in Ohio, went to Ohio State, and always been in Cleveland. I'm like, I just know it's 32 teams. I just know I'm gonna go somewhere else and play somewhere else. And then draft day came, and then I seen the Cleveland area code and the answer, and it was Cleveland. So it's definitely a dream come true making it to the NFL. But I didn't expect that I was gonna go to Cleveland though. But I'm definitely glad that I am here now and playing for my city and being a hometown kid.
So you're in full swing of your career. I guess right now is like a very pivotal point for you because there's a lot of things going on. When you're at the top, everybody's trying to get your time. Everybody's trying to get access to you. What advice would you give to players that are in your situation? Is it just to, hey, forget everything else, stay single, focus on your career, or is it to indulge a little bit and to spend time and enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I think it's about finding that balance for real. So, I mean, you definitely want to do the most important is on the field first. I mean, that's our job. So, taking care of your body, working hard, and doing what you got to do to make plays and do good on the field. But also, like I said, finding that balance off the field and getting into the media, getting into marketing, getting into real estate, whatever it may be, or whatever. But just finding that balance to help you still try to have growth off the field as well. So. It's just finding a way to do both.
So growth off the field. Are you involved in any businesses? Like, I know you have your foundation. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So like you said earlier, my dad had passed away. Mm-hmm. And so my family, he passed away from cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack. And my family and I, when coming into the league, had created our own foundation. It was the Heart Health Foundation. And just trying to build awareness around the Cleveland community and around the world and how to bring use of CPR, AED kits, and stuff like that. And we do various events to just bring that awareness. And we put CPR kits and AEDs into schools and workout facilities and communities just around the world just to help out and just build that awareness.
So outside of that, you're involved with us in Karma Financial. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about why you're involved in that opportunity and what it does for the community.
Really to protect the community and work with and empower entrepreneurs that want to work with myself and my team.
What do you think your influence in the NFL can do in terms of getting people to protect their family with life insurance and asset protection?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be huge. Just already the NFL has a huge platform and people being able to see us and just connect with us on a different level on football, but also outside of football. And just being able to put a face behind a company and brand, I think will be beneficial in them seeing that.
You know, I'll tell you something personal. My father passed away too from heart condition. So when I was younger, when I was 12 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
He did not. It's all good. It honestly was the best blessing in the most messed up way because it taught me so much about how to become a man. It happened at a young age. My dad didn't have life insurance. Well, he had a small policy, but we really had to rely on other people in our community to help out. So we had to move. Mom worked all the time. I never saw her, and so that's why I'm so passionate about doing what I do, protecting families. You have a massive platform. You're able to influence so many people, not only in your community, but all around the globe, really. And so I guess the biggest thing is, like, what would you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known for? And what impact do you want to leave on this world?
Yeah, so I think it's, for me personally, I'll say I just want to be known as just a good person, someone that can positively impact people that I come in contact with. So just coming and meeting you, whoever I come in contact with, just leaving a good impression and someone they feel like they could confide in or talk to, or someone that could be there for someone. But I just want to be a good person in this world and just, like I said, leave a positive impact and help as many people as I can.
Do you think that do you think it's harder for people today to stay positive in terms of like what they're doing, like with work, with lifestyle, with social media and everything that we have? You think it's harder for people to stay focused?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely hard for people to stay focused. I mean, we live in a crazy world. It's a lot of things that weigh on people, whether that's anxiety, whether it's work, job, families. I mean, it's a lot of things that weigh on people. But I think it's about finding those ways to ease that stress and ease that pain, and like trying to stay positive and knowing that everything gonna be all right. Things aren't as bad as it always seems. Though.
How do you stay positive? How do you stay focused? What are some tactics that you have?
Yeah, for me, it's my faith. I'm a Christian, and I mean, I get in my word. I read a lot, listen to sermons. So I think and what I read, I feel like I try to embrace that and put that into the world and into my own characteristics in life and put that onto other people as best as I can.
Are there any moments during the day where you feel low and down, and like, what do you do to pick yourself back up? Maybe before a game, maybe after the game doesn't go the way that you wanted it to?
So I say first for a game, I say a game doesn't necessarily go the way I want it to go. For me, it's about getting right back to it. Like, I don't want to waste no time and being down, no time and, oh, man, I done had a bad game or it's not what I wanted to be. I'm trying to go back, okay, let me see what I need to get better at. What did I do wrong here and what can I fix? So just trying to get right on top of it and get ahead of it so it don't happen again pretty much. And for life, I mean, life happen to everybody. So it just really depends on what it is. But, man, I don't have too many bad days. So I don't know.
You have an excellent family structure around you, so you're like, you can just lock in and stay focused.
Definitely.
But for somebody that's younger in the NFL, that's making a lot of money, that doesn't have that, and I guess I see a lot of people in the NFL and just in major sports go financially, they go off the path, right? They get in the NFL, they buy a bunch of cars, they buy a bunch of houses, they spend their money, and I think it's like 20% of them file for bankruptcy after the NFL, and then 60% of them have financial difficulties, even though they're making, crazy money. What advice would you give to those guys?
If they have the opportunity to get a financial advisor, I'll say definitely get a financial advisor, because it doesn't sound like they may not be aware of how much they're spending. They may see a big chunk of money, but not feel like they feel like it's not going to go anywhere. It's always going to stay that much money. But if you don't have that constant income coming in, then it's going to dwindle fast, depending on the things they're doing, going to clubs or whatever it may be. And not saying that people can't do those things, but really just having somebody in your ear, though, somebody watching over your financials and showing you that this is okay to buy, or maybe you can't get this just yet or whatever, not this month, I think will be beneficial for someone like that.
Being partnered with Karma Financial, how do you think your impact can influence a community's financial health?
I would say asset protection, educating people, and insurance will definitely do the trick.
Do you know a lot of families that don't have life insurance, and then something happens Have you seen that in your community, in your family?
I haven't seen that personally, but I know it's definitely prevalent in this time now, and that is a necessity for people to have, though.
When it comes to football, do you think a lot of people are motivated by the money of the sport, or is it just like when you see like top level players, is it just like I'm for it, I'm with it for the game?
Yeah, everybody got different motivating factors for real. Sometimes it's the money, sometimes it's family, kids. So it really just depends on that individual. But I think for the greats and those that strive to be the best, and I don't think it's the money. I don't think money go get you exactly to where you want to go if you want to be that top guy.
Okay. And when it comes to protecting your family's financial future, what are some things that you've done? Have you like real estate properties? Is it maybe making sure that they have asset protection in place? Is it maybe just helping out family? Like what's your mindset with that?
Yeah, so some things I've done. So one of the things that was close to my heart and something that I want to do was give my family some money. So that was one simple one. So I gave them my entire family $1 million throughout my entire family. And definitely into real estate. So me and my family were also into a lot of real estate. And my brother and mother, they do a lot of things. That they do most of the real estate work and really bring it to me and let me know what it is that's going on and everything. But just having various properties and just having funds outside of football, which has been helpful and beneficial to our family.
So you're going to have a lot of people coming in with your financial firm, with your agency, and they do a lot of numbers. They make a lot of money. What's your long-term plan for them? Is it just let them do what they want to do, or is there like anything after that?
Yeah. I think for those people coming in, I think you could do what you want to do with your money, but I think it's to be wise with it, though. Not just spending it on any and everything. You're so quick to buy the cars and the jewelry and all the glamour, but just coming in and learning and knowing that it's wise to get a financial advisor to help you and to where to put those funds, and whether that's into real estate or whatever it may be, but just gaining the knowledge first to see where to put those funds rather than just splurging and going out and spending and blowing all your money.
How do you tell a young guy that's making $20,000 a week? We got a lot of guys in our firm that make a lot of money. I think we had a guy this week just do $25,000, 19 years old. What do you tell people that are making? I wouldn't even say it can be considered athlete. It can be considered athlete money. But what do you tell those young guys that want to spend like you, live like you? Like, how do you control that?
Yeah, I would say definitely just come with my team, and we will help teach and to where you could distribute your money properly and put into the right places to help it grow, rather than just splurging or putting into places that made it diminish over time or not necessarily be the best fit, but just being strategically wise on where you want to place that money in those funds.
So outside of business, right, do you do anything for your agents? Like, I know they make money. I know they're making money with us, but what's something that you do and your team does to kind of help them become more successful and kind of stay on the right track?
Yeah, the biggest thing for us is culture, mentorship, and just giving everyone the right advice and what to properly do, and just trying to lead them in the right direction.
So what's a typical day in the off season look like?
A typical day in the off season. So let's see. I train out in Florida. It really just depends on if I'm around my friends or not, really. So
Any reason why Florida?
So I got a good trainer out there in Florida that I like to go to in Fort Lauderdale and get some good work in, build the body up for the off-season program, get me ready to go for the season. But really, yeah, it just depends on whether I'm around my friends or if I'm chilling by myself. But it also depends on if I got work events or fashion events or just different events that may be going on during the time. So I mean, a day could be of anything. Just depend on the week and the time of the year. I don't even know what I say. I don't know. It just depends. It could be anything.
Is it eating out a lot? Is it going to the bars? Is it on the yacht? Like,
yeah, it's a lot of those things. So let's see.
Like, what's typical day with Denzel look like off season? Like, we come into town. What are we doing?
Okay, see, all right. So if you were to come into town, so I'm gonna try to show you a good time. So let's see. In the morning, definitely gotta knock out the workout in the morning though, just to feel like I'm on the right track, and I'm still working towards my goals for the off-season plans and everything. But definitely going out to eat, finding a good spot to eat out in Florida, and then going out with some of my friends. We got nice clubs out there, taking a boat out, whether you're going out on a yacht, and really just hanging out, chilling, listening to some good music, and just having a good time.
Do you do that, like, I guess what's the favorite part of the off season? Like, is it just enjoying not having to be like so regimented? Is that like the mental clarity of that, or is it really just you don't like it? Like you like playing?
No, I mean, the off season is definitely needed. I enjoy the off season, just the time to be able to take a deep breath, relax, go and do things that you may not be able to do during the season. Like I said, I enjoy going out on a yacht, going out on a boat with my friends, hanging out, being on the water, going out to the clubs here and there, just to relax, man, hang out, listen to music, and enjoy yourself. So it's nothing in particular, but just whatever it is to have fun and just enjoy the funds that this great sport has gave us, and just your time off.
What's the biggest thing you spend your money on? Like not like rent, not like car payment, but what's the biggest habit, I guess you could say?
The biggest thing that I probably spend my money, I'll probably say, is food. Just going out to restaurants with my friends, going out to eat, having a fun night out. I love to eat, so I don't know, trying new things, different foods, sushi and stuff like that. So I didn't even know about sushi really until I got to the NFL. So stuff like that, and trying new foods and going to new places, travel wise, going to and seeing different things, different parts of the world. I think it's probably the biggest for me.
What are 5 things that you can't like live without? Not like family or people, but like materialistic items.
Materialistic.
Maybe it's
I'm
a
not
watch.
a materialistic person, so it's not. I feel I don't need much, so it's not nothing that I would say, oh, I just need a watch or I need something that I can't live without, because that's just not my personality or who I am.
Where do you see a lot of players mess up? Like in life, in the game, where do you see them mess up?
I think I see people mess up and being around the wrong crowd. I think having the wrong crowd could definitely lead you down a dark path, or just a path that's not necessarily where you should be at. So I think definitely being around the right company could take you a long way. So just finding that circle, people you could trust, and people that's looking to do good and be on the right track could take you a long way.
Anything you want people to know about you before we end? Anything that you really want to get off your chest, you want to spread to the world, you want to influence people with?
I'll say definitely just surround yourself with the right people, try to do the right things, and just enjoy life.
Cool, man. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everybody for taking a little bit of their day to listen to us. Shout out to Denzel Ward. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns. Shout out Karma Financial.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man.
Definitely appreciate you, man.